Hello students, today I am going to discuss the most important topic of the BA program students who are pursuing translations and in the English honor students courses, technical translation and official translation. Technical translation is a type of translation of specialized translation in which involving a translation of documents produced by technical writers, honor manual user guiders and etc. So this kind of technical documents which are produced by the writer, technical writer owner manually called technical translation. The presence of specialized terminology is a feature of technical text, which specialized terminology is alone not sufficient for classify a text as technical. The presence of specialized terminology is a feature of technical text, which specialized terminology is alone not sufficient for classify a text as technical. Since the numerous disciplines and subjects which are not technical possesses what can be regarded as specialized terminology. So in this paragraph, uh, specialized terminology, the presence of specialized terminology is discussed, is a features of technical text, which specialized terminology is alone not sufficient for classifying a text as a technical. Since the numerous disciplines and subjects which are not technical possesses what can be regarded as specialized terminology. So this kind of a specialized terminology features we have in the technical translation. The importance of consistent terminology in technical translation, for example, in patient as well as the high form-like and repetitive natures of technical and of technical writing. The importance of consistent terminology in technical translation, for example, in patient as well as the high formulaic and repetitions natures of technical writing, which makes computer assisted translations using translation memories and terminology database especially appropriate. So as I have told you, and um that this is kind of a technical translations is always happening in the official work while we are doing translations of the document of the officials documents, and while it can be related to the other country document papers, and we want to translate in our Indian language. This is called the technical translation. While we are doing this, this is called the technical translations, and we have to translate it in our computer, which kind of a databases we have, and according to that we have to convert our documents into our Indian language. Either it is related to the US, either it is related to the other country, we have to translate it in our Indian language. By the help of computer, by the help of the individual person, we can do that in the technical way. So it is called the technical translation. In his book Technical Translation, Jody Barron argues that technical translation is closely related to the technical communication. So while we are doing communication with the other country in the legal as a documentation way, and we want to translate it in our Indian language, this is called the technical translation. Of official translations are the legal official translations, for example, a certificate, for example, a degree by an authority or another document to be delivered to an authority. Translation created by sworn translator are always equivalent to the original documents. So now official translation. What is official translation? Official translations are the legal official translation, for example, a certificate, a degree by an authority, or another document to be delivered to an authority. It is called the official translations. Translations created by sworn translator are always equivalent to the original documents. So while we translate in one language to the another language, it will be equivalent to the original one. The purpose of official translations. The important purpose of official translations is that documents like these many uses. They can be used as a proof of studies or degrees completed in another country and in another education system. So, purpose of official translation. The important purpose of official translation is that documents like these many uses. They can be used as a proof of studies or degrees completed in another country or in another education system. So now we have a conclusion. Technical translation is a type of a translation of specialized translation involving the translations of documents produced by the technical writer owner, manually user guide, etc. Official translation is usually carry a stamp and they are often accompanied by a certificate or a statement by the sworn translator. Okay. Now the question is that what is the technical translation and official translation? It questions. Um, it will be coming in your examination paper, and it is repeating again and again in your last year questions paper. That's why I'm discussed with you. The marks will be 25 and the word limit will be 100 to 250 words. Okay, so you have to follow the same structure. First of all, you have to define and deeply describe the technical translation. ठीक है? Technical translation is a type of a translation of specialized translation in which involving the translations of document produced by the technical writer on a manual user guide, etc. The next point is that the presence of specialized terminology is a features of technical text, which specialized terminology is alone not sufficient for classifying a text as technical. Since the numerous disciplines and subjects which are not technical possesses what can be regarded as specialized terminology. So you have to describe the specialized terminology which is have the technical translation, which is the feature of technical translation. The next point is that the importance of consistent terminology in the technical translation, for example, in patents as well as the high formulaic and repetitive natures of technical writing, which makes computer assisted translations using translation memories and terminology database especially appropriate. So this kind of a features we have in our laptop as well as in the computer system while we doing translation in the technical manner. It will convert into automatically in the other language while we are doing this kind of a documentation technical translation work in our computer as well as in our laptop. This kind of a specialized memory, this kind of a specialized terminology database system is available in our computer system as well as in the laptop. So we can do it easily by our system. In his book Technical Translation, Jody Byron argues that technical translation is closely related to the technical communication. Okay, Jody Byron argues that technical communication is totally related to the technical translation. While we are totally communicate technically with the other countries and doing the documentation work, so it is totally related to the technical translation. Official translation are the legal official translation, for example a certificate, for example a degree by an authority, and another document to be delivered to an authority. Official translation usually carry a stamp and they are often accompanied by a certification or a statement by a sworn translation. Purpose of official translation. The important purpose of official translation is that documents like these many uses. They can be used as a proof of studies or degree completed in another country and in another education system. Conclusion is that technical translation is a type of translation of specialized translation involving a translation of document produced by the technical writer owners, manually user guider, etc. An office official translation usually carry a stamp as we stamp paper and stamp on the documents. They are often accompanied by the certifications or the statement by a sworn translator. So they are equally important, equally equivalent to the